So let me get through zipline and then opening rant. And welcome here to HuskerOnline Postgame Live. Sean Callahan, Steve Sipple, and for the next probably 90 minutes or so, because I already see we have 52 super chats, we will get through Nebraska's 38-27 win over Michigan State. Before we do that, guys, we are brought to you by the beverage sponsor of Zipline. I've got a dear old Nebraska brew, and Robin's got his IPA, the green label. Last night had a red label IPA, Robin, and
same thing, just if branded correctly for the audience that is Nebraska football fans.
Tons of great fall beers, by the way. They just tapped the Bach beer a week ago. Had a sample of that when I was in at Zipline. Met some great listeners to our show, but thanks to Zipline, the official beverage sponsor here of the HuskerOnline postgame live postgame show. But guys, it was one of the stranger games when you think about it. Nebraska jumped up 14-0. It felt like blowout city at that point. And you're like, wow, Michigan State's going to get blown out the doors. Well, then Nebraska literally had a stretch after being up 14-0 where they ran 25 plays of offense and got 19 yards. 25 plays, 19 yards. It was sacks. It was an interception. It was breakdown. It was just no flow whatsoever. Penalties, bad snaps. I mean, it was the UCLA game. The difference was Nebraska wasn't up 14-0 in the UCLA game, and they were able to overcome that because of special teams. They got a turnover, they got some great return yardage, and they got a block punt for a touchdown. But that was a rough stretch that they were able to get through, and then finally a 45-yard play to from Dylan Raiola to Ja'Cory Barney into the wind. It was probably the only play of significance Nebraska was able to make going into the wind.
Huge play.
Changed the game.
It did change the game. What a game. I mean, what a win. It's a testament to a lot of different things. I don't think you can really, and I didn't write this, unfortunately. Rob, you probably go through this where you write a column. You're like, oh, great. One of the main points I'd like to make, I didn't make. One of those is resilience. This team they got it now. You're seeing it. I thought you saw it against Michigan. They came up short against Michigan, but this game at times looked like a lost cause, and they just kept hammering away. So there's that. You know what else? Maybe made the biggest impression on me today was the defensive line.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Big speed to power day. Big time speed to power.
Sure, need to be coming in hot.
They had some speed to power. They had 4 sacks. Okay, 4 sacks.
A bunch of other pressures.
And relentless pressure. And they held up really well against the run.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and listen, Michigan State's offense isn't bad. That hasn't been their problem this year. Their problem has been bad defense.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have a great offense. It's not great, but it's not terrible. And Nebraska held it to what? 240 yards?
Mm-hmm.
240 yards. I really tip my cap to Eckler, Mike, and Butler, John. Those guys, both their units came up huge today.
Saved the day,
yeah.
One time after another. I mean, when the offense was going through that dismal stretch, and it's dismal. That's probably even putting it nicely compared to how bad some of that operation was from start to finish at every level. They couldn't run, they couldn't block, they couldn't. Dylan was missing wide open guys, which he said himself. Like even when he had time, he was throwing the ball directly to a defender. Like that was as poorly operated of offensive football we've seen from Nebraska in a long time. And that's saying something, but to your point, they figured it out.
Yeah, they did.
Whereas UCLA, they never figured it out.
Oh.
They just kind of hung their heads and just kind of, went through the motions and just, tucked their tails for a loss. This time they put their foot down and they made the play. Dylan steps up and makes that throw to Ja'Cory. Isaiah Hunter makes the sideline catch and run with one shoe down the sideline to put the game away. Emmett Johnson comes up with some big-time plays late in the game to help keep the offense on track. Like, that's what it comes down to me. Like, everybody wants to talk about scheme and coaching and all this stuff. guys need to step up and make the plays when it matters the most. And that was the difference between this game and so many others over the last few years that Nebraska has lost when they did not have guys step up and make the big time play. Today, their best players made the biggest plays at all three levels.
We were thinking about just that stretch. I mean, the 25 plays for 19 yards. I mean, just how much money was invested in this offensive unit. We're like thinking about it out loud. Like, has Dana Holgerson in his lifetime ever had a 25 play stretch that only yielded 19 yards?
I don't know. I wonder.
And the wind was a factor. I mean, it was an oddity that Nebraska literally, after the 9-minute mark in the first quarter, never had the wind behind them until the fourth quarter.
Right. That was an oddity.
It was an oddity. I mean, there were so many oddities in this game. The block punt was great, but then they gave up that 17-18 play touchdown drive. And so the game never really fell at balance.
That was a gigantic stretch for Michigan State that Sean just identified. Nebraska looked like, as we said in the press box, look, they might blow them out, which is really premature to say that about this Nebraska team against any really Big Ten team. But yeah, they grinded out that, what was it, 18-play drive? And that then it settled into a game. And then it got weird. Then the game got really odd. I mean, it was an odd game, but the point I really want to emphasize, I think it's going to look like this a lot. Yeah, I think this is what this season is. It's tricky. It's tricky when you can't. I'm all over the place, but you remember when Rule got here? What he said? He said, "I want to be a run-oriented team that hits you with play action." That's not what Nebraska is. They don't. That's not what they are. So it's all with an offensive line that's struggling like Nebraska's is. It's not going to look clean and tidy very often.
It was like when Doc Sadler said, "Y'all watch tennis? We going to play baseline the baseline."
The baseline.
That's just something to say. That's just something for a head coach to say who's being introduced. They probably don't mean it.
Y'all watch tennis?
Give the people what they want to hear. The reality is that you're right, Sip. They're just going to have to figure it out. The way they did today, they're going to have to do that every single week because that is the nature of the Big Ten, and more often than not, it's the nature of college football these days, where the level of parity, especially when you get kind of those tiers down from like the best of the best. But even then, look what happened to Penn State today. Like they had to figure it out and they couldn't. They lost.
They couldn't. Maryland blew it at home.
Maryland blew a 20-point lead deep into the third quarter at home. Like that's what Nebraska and the fans and us and everybody else that watches and plays in these games going forward is like, that's just the reality. It's going to be a roller coaster, not only from week to week or quarter to quarter, but drive to drive.
It's like the NFL.
Play to play.
For most teams.
I'd say very few teams have those kinds of.
Like Ohio State right now is not having. Like Texas lost at Florida. Yeah, I mean, you think about just the craziness, and right now Florida State's getting hammered by Miami.
But the key is
Look at this right here.
You can't. Wow. You got to find a way to not be so volatile, like to where it looks so bad, and then all of a sudden looks so good from quarter to quarter or drive to drive. Like they got to find a way to level that out.
Here's the thing, I think. Okay, wouldn't you agree, guys, that special teams is leveled out
for the most part?
Archie, didn't play the wind right. I was surprised. I thought they would have had a better read on him punting into the wind than they did. And maybe they told him not to punt it that high, but that they got lucky that wasn't a problem for him because they were in decent field position when he punted, but he could have pinned them. And
yeah, that was tough. They blocking the back hurt him. It wasn't perfect, but
it was elite.
I would say it's leveled out on special teams. I'm going to go back to the most encouraging thing today is the defense. Right? That defensive line was. I mean, they were ferocious.
Yeah, they were wrecking the game in some cases.
14 first down runs for only 21 yards.
And that we have been criticizing that group, and Dylan referred to it. He referred to it in the postgame that they get trashed all the time. I mean, I watched that game thinking, wait a second. This bunch of dudes is taking a step now. I mean, I'm really, really happy for those guys because how many months have they heard they're the weak point of the team? And I'll tell you something too. 96 is starting to play.
Williams.
Yeah.
1.5 sacks.
Whenever starting to show up, not just with sacks, not big plays, just he's there a lot. He's there.
Teams have to account for him.
Yeah. 96 is now he's starting to look like $1 million player to me.
Vincent Shavers had six solo tackles and 2 TFLs.
Well, Shavers is explosion. His explosion is so evident.
He led them in solo tackles with 6. Dawson Merritt got the start today.
How about that?
And then Rex Guthrie, with the injury situation, got the start at safety. So some lineup changes. How about Big David Hufkin?
Hufkin getting in early.
I mean, he's a part of the heavy package now.
Yeah. Justin Rhett played a bunch at safety. I mean, you saw some guys that we hadn't seen much at all, especially in Big Ten play.
Those guys
Power 4 play.
They had a good off week. Now, the one thing I'd say, too, is Javin Wright was huge early in this game.
Oh, yeah. 10 tackles, half sack, 3 tackles for loss. He was everywhere.
Yeah. Javin Wright played exceptionally well.
All right, guys. Well, again, we're brought to you by Zipline. Thank you for sponsoring us here on HuskerOnline Postgame Live. They're the official beverage sponsor. In fact, they helped us out last night. We had a volleyball watch party event, and Zipline supplied us with a lot of great beer to watch Nebraska. Literally, we were expecting to be there for a long time in Nebraska volleyball. I think that match was over by like 8:20.
You were at a watch party?
Yeah, we hosted one at St. Michael's on our new big screen in the gym.
Oh, wow. How many people?
About 80.
Nice.
80 folks.
What kind of food?
It was just hot dogs and popcorn. So we had a good crowd for that. We're also brought to you by Mando. And I'll tell you what, Steve Sipple.
Here we go.
On a 90-some degree October day where the sun is just beating down like you're in the Sahara Desert, you don't get you out of the hole.
What?
Mando.
Okay.
You know, when the wind is chafing your face and blowing and your lips are cracking.
Yeah. How do I smell today?
Mando.
How do I smell sitting by
Amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, you don't even need a washing machine anymore. That's the amazing thing.
There wasn't any problems, though, right?
But no, we've got a great partnership with Mando. 100% natural product. It's organic. It's fragrance-free, fragrance oil-free. Dermatologists recommended. And they've been on our show for a long time because we're selling a lot of deodorant. And we want to get you in on the deal with Mando. Check them out on their website. It's shopmando.com. Use the promo code Husker. And we're going to give you 20% off your order of Mando. Again, that's shopmando.com, promo code Husker. You'll get 20% off your order of Mando. Thanks to Mando for sponsoring us here and making us all smell great on a hot, hot day.
Yeah. What was it? You said it was 85 in the fourth quarter?
Yeah.
85.
With,
that's the fourth quarter with shadows.
So they were trying to clean up the stadium at the end, and there were just bottles and peanut shells flying in the air everywhere. I mean, I knew it was going to be. I was driving in the stadium today. I saw a guy's hat on 10th Street by Embassy Suites blow off his head.
It's that kind of day.
And blow down the street.
And you pointed out those poles, those uprights.
We're moving.
Uprights were, that was something else. What a day. I mean, what a day this was. And there's a guy that made a huge play, Carter Nelson, on Jameer Khan when he smothered that block. Now, that's something that those guys, and they referred to it at the podium, they knew if Michigan State gave them a certain look on their punt team, Michigan State's punt team, that they were going to block it. Deshaun McCullough said that Jameer Khan blocked that look about 10 times this week in practice. They had that diagnosed.
So he was getting in on like 1.8 seconds.
Okay, now that you have to – we've spent a lot of times in recent years harping on bad coaching. That's good coaching.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they were ready for that.
For it.
They were ready for that look, Sean. They executed it. And it turned into a touchdown that you said put him up 14-0 was gigantic.
And the trail man, Carter Nelson's there to pick it up off the bounce. I mean, that's not easy.
No. And so you put two great players out there, Jameer Khan and Carter Nelson on special teams, and they made it work. Huge.
All right.
Huge.
Well, let's get in the super chats. And it takes us to our first super chat from Justin Cedar. Was that a trap?
I think you're all right.
Okay. Oh, it's good. I think it's good that you mispronounced it because I think it could have been.
Oh God, Sean, see the problem, Sean. Let's learn from this, Sean.
Justin coming in hot,
so to speak. My God, don't make it worse than it is.
God dang!
Right out of the chute.
Don't stop. My God,
Justin. All right.
Put
I
a cap
shook
on
X's hand after the game. It's his birthday, by the way. Happy birthday, Coach Mike Eckler. And my hand is disintegrated after.
Because he probably just, Eckler.
It's funny to watch how excited he gets, and he tries to go up to Rule, and Rule doesn't. I mean, Rule keeps like the head coach composure.
Yeah, Rule's really not that type.
Like when they won an Arrowhead, Eckler went up to Rule, and Rule just kind of like said,
"You don't see most head coaches chest bumping anybody." You know,
at least not the level Eckler's doing it. Like after Barney's 57-yard punt return, I watched him. He was like high-fiving every coach. He went up to Holgerson, who's like getting ready to like call the first play of the following like offensive series. Just gave him a big swat on the butt, like right as like Dana's like talking to Dylan on the headset. So Eckler is true to form at all times.
Think about Nebraska special teams. It goes from experiencing nightmares last year to causing nightmares.
10 block kicks and punts last year.
Yeah,
this was the kind of game that happened against Nebraska.
Think about Boston College last year.
Right.
How well they played, but then almost blew it because of special teams.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's swung.
They won because of their special teams.
All right. Scott Gregory, thank you for your super chat. Bio has
that one's okay.
0-1. O-line completely derailed the offense in the first half. Glad we're paying Pritchett over $1 million to keep giving up easy sacks on the left side. I was posting this at halftime. Defense is stepping up. And so this is a second quarter, 4:39 p.m. super chat. And you're right. I mean, that was a rough stretch. There was one series where Pritchett gave up back-to-back sacks.
Mm-hmm.
On third down, Gatula got a false start. Then on the third down play, Evans misfired the snap, and it was 4th and 42.
Like that's what I'm saying. Like that's rock bottom for what we've seen.
That's rock bottom.
That's saying something.
Two snaps, penalty, bad snap, 4th and 42.
Was the first down? Did he like give up a sack in a conventional sense, or he just blowing?
On the first one, he got beat. The
Okay.
second one, he just didn't block the guy.
Yeah,
like he blocked up. He was like double teaming the inside defensive lineman, and just left the rusher go free right into Dylan.
He might have blown an
Yeah,
assignment.
I'm
there.
guessing that's what it is.
Yeah. Rule said after the game that they, I wrote down the quote. I don't have it right in front of me, but he said they've held him out to help him grow, to make him grow. They feel like he has grown to a point now where you can start him. I'd have to, in Rule, dodge the question of how did he play, because you can't answer that question right after a game.
He went to the I need to watch the tape answer.
Yeah, well, Milt Tenenberg used to do that to me all the time. I'd sit up there and go, okay, guys, I'll handle Milt. And I'd run down to Milt after a game, Milt Tenenberg, and he'd say, Sep, I can't. I got to see the tape, you know. I mean, so that's what they
and that's a Rule does the same thing.
Yeah. Well, it makes sense.
Adam comes into the comment on the O-line play. This Joshua, and again, these are comments that were made in like the second and third quarter. So
would you say they came around a little bit, the offensive line?
In the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, it was 3rd and 10 on the Ja'Cory Barney play. So they had run the 25 plays before Ja'Cory Barney's play for 19 yards.
Yeah.
If you studied like the history of Nebraska football, there may not be a worse 25 play stretch than what they played there.
Yeah, and even that throw to Barney, it wasn't a clean pocket. He moved out. He had to move out of there.
And it was into the wind. It was the only real play of significance Nebraska made into the wind.
And it wasn't, you wouldn't say, oh, the blocking was great. No, it wasn't. He had to move out of there and throw it on the run.
Joshua, though, comes in. The only way Nebraska can be successful as a program is establishing the ground and pound offensive identity again. Build from the trenches out and understand the uniqueness that is Nebraska. This ain't it.
Well, that's the thing. And I don't think it's going to be this year. But
that's not their team.
I don't think it is. That's why I wrote. That's exactly what I wrote today. I think you got to get used to this for now. This is the way they have to win.
Yeah, you can have a long-term, big picture conversation about like what Nebraska's philosophy should be, but for this season, I mean, it's probably going to look a lot like this, whether you like it or not.
But here's the deal: they're pretty good in some spots now.
Right.
I mean, the special teams is legit. Like Barney's was scary today to Michigan State. He looked like he could pop one about any time. Their punting situation's good. They have some guys on defense that can make big plays. Singleton is a big play guy. Shavers is a big play guy. They have, and I think 96 is turning into that.
McCullough's balling too.
McCullough's balling.
They gave him kind of the DeMario Williams green light on the edge today.
He did. He said he was jumping the snap because he had a green light to rush. So.
Oh boy. See, 1596 Shavers. Those guys can play. I mean, they have some stuff now. So it's not that dire to me. They just got to go to work hard on that O-line. There's got to be some solution.
That's the big one.
Yeah.
Josh, this is an in-game third quarter comment, so take the context of the timing when the emotions were high. Nebraska needs to start playing Latif in certain situations. A mobile QB would be incredibly helpful extending plays and having to compensate for a foul offensive line. have we tied ourselves to Raiola? Look, Raiola finished the game and made the plays at the end. The protection was not his problem. I mean, he dealt with a lot of protection issues and a lot of mistakes up front.
And it's not like the run game takes pressure off of him. Now, Emmett's final numbers were good. But it isn't like he has a reliable run game.
No.
So, okay, now let's just break it down to that for the guy who wrote that. Doesn't get protected well, and there's no run. There's not a reliable run game. So now you're pinning this on Dylan. I mean, you got to do better around him. Got to do now. Rob, you're right.
He himself said that he wasn't seeing the field very well.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was missing guys that were open downfield, holding the ball too long.
I heard what he said. I read it a little different. Like there were some guys open that he didn't have a chance to get the ball to because the pass rush was coming. That's how I heard it.
And he said he scrambled for no reason. And I'm thinking of that one play in particular where he just held the ball, tried to take off and run, got tripped up for a sack. Like we all said, throw the ball. Yeah. Like I think those are the types of plays he's talking about.
Oh, yeah, and he's not perfect. There's no doubt he holds it too long sometimes, but hell, that happens in the NFL all the time.
All right, let's go back to Justin, and I'll leave out the last name of Justin. For Sip, part of me as I just crushed my 6-pack of dear old Nebraska brew. Shout out to Zipline. But why don't we throw it to Dane Key?
Probably not open.
Was he not open?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did he have any catch? Did he have one catch? One catch, Sean?
He had
one catch.
Receiving.
None.
Oh, he didn't have a catch. Huh. Hey, I can't understand that. Except pressure was, there was a lot of pressure on the QB. He might have been open a few times where he just couldn't get the ball to him. They got to get Key going.
Yeah.
We've got some more in-game shenanigan ones here. This is Biohaz. Will the O-line honor the 11th anniversary of the Jake Cotton falling over for the false start? Well, the O-line had their moments today. They gave their own tribute.
Good reference, though.
Matt Cruz comes in. I get being aggressive on 4th down calls, but at what point is 3 bigger than 7? Take the points. Love the show.
Take the points is easier said than done when the goalposts are shaking because of the wind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of those games you don't really know what the wind was doing until you're in the stadium.
The issue I have is not really addressing his deal, but when they had it 1st and goal at the 7, Nebraska, I'm talking about 1st and goal at the 7, and they threw it 3 straight times. Where's the run game? Okay, so what I'm talking about is remember the start of the 4th quarter, Nebraska. It's 21-21. Nebraska has it 1st and goal to 7. Dylan threw in a corner for number 13 for Hunter. Looked like kind of a low percentage pass to me. 2nd down, second goal to 7, flips it to number 10, -2. Botch play, basically, right? 3rd and goal, incomplete. Why not? Why not in that situation? I hate to be the second guesser all the time, but just try running it. 1st down, 2nd down. You're 7 yards away. Can you get 3 and 3 and then poke it in?
Well, and clearly Dana's got more in his bag than I think what they've shown. Like I think that first touchdown play was about as cool of a drop as you're going to get from a coordinator. Yeah. And he said going into, we talked to him on Tuesday, that he needs to start drawing up some better plays. Well, that particular series, he didn't drop much at all because those plays were dead from the get-go. Yeah. So maybe it's a matter of scheming up some better looks. I don't know.
4 corners, fire, and safety. I didn't get to watch much of the game because I was working kart races at Eagle Raceway. But I have one question for you, Sipple. How was the speed to power?
Nebraska's speed to power looked pretty good.
I think they listened to you all week.
Yep, that was their motto.
How about Matt Rule's comments about John Butler? He was like Philly mad.
He said he was scary in the headset. Scary. He said you heard his Philly come out. Yeah, he said it was scary at times in the headset. A lot of emotion.
Sounds like a Pelini type deal.
Don't mind it. I like that.
But we haven't had that in Nebraska.
I don't mind it, and I don't mind it from a defensive coordinator. You obviously can't have that from your offensive coordinator, right? But you can have it from your defensive
Charlie was that way.
Defense needs that mentality.
Yeah. Oh, I'll tell you something now. Butler's crew took a big step today.
They did.
A big step. Butler should be peacocking a little bit tonight.
Billiken beef.
You're okay there.
Special mother effing teams.
How about that?
Biohaz comes in. Past Husker teams would have found a way to lose this. Now we are actually performing in the fourth quarter, putting this game in the bag.
Yeah.
Nice turnaround.
Hey, you can't emphasize that enough.
Just compare this game to UCLA last year. I think that because both weird, just didn't feel right at times. It got really ugly at times. Nebraska went this way against UCLA. They went this way against Michigan State, and I think that's growth. You can say it's incremental, but it's still growth. You pair today with what they did against Cincinnati, where you're talking about 2 wins now over Power 4 competition, where the game was in the balance. It was a coin flip late in the fourth quarter, and Nebraska made the plays to win it. Whereas last year, seemingly every week, they were losing these exact types of games.
Yeah, what were you thinking, guys, when Michigan State went up 21-14?
Oh, yeah. I was like, here we go again?
Yep, 21-14 with 2:37 left in the third. I thought as trouble. I mean, this is trouble.
The defense, though, did not have that breakdown. They continued to hold in there enough to let the offense refine themselves.
Right, and as Matt Rule pointed out, Dylan found Barney for that big throw, and that was gigantic. And then they got it, and then it's 1st and 10 at the 30 at that point. And still you wonder about Nebraska because they've been inept in the red zone.
And they ran it in.
Yeah, they ran it exactly. They got a 7-yard run from Emmett, and then a 23-yard run off the right side, and he beat the guy to the end zone. So that was huge. Then you thought, college football is so fun because you overreact so many different ways. At 21-14, I thought they're dead. At 21-21, you're like, okay, maybe they got this.
All right. Well, we're again sponsored here. Thank you for joining us on HuskerOnline Postgame Live. We're sponsored by Zipline, the official beverage sponsor of the show. Get on into the Tap and Grill tomorrow. They have brunch on Sundays, great food, pet bands there on Fridays. Thanks again to Zipline. We're also brought to you by Applebee's. The ultimate trio is here at Applebee's. It's perfect for your game day or anytime. With this app, you are the play caller. You pick 3 apps, 3 sauces for your ultimate trio for just $14.99 with over 80,000 combinations. Applebee's has something for everyone you'll enjoy. Plus, Monday through Friday, half-price apps from 3 to 6 and every day, so including tonight, 9 to close, wings, mozzarella sticks, pretzels, you name it, all half off, perfect for the game day. And we've got a new special that we're involved with. Get 6 free boneless wings. Just go into any Applebee's in Lincoln, North Platte, Scottsbluff, Kearney, Sidney, Grand Island, New York, Columbus. I mean, you're driving back right now watching Husker Online Postgame Live. Stop in York, stop in Grand Island or Kearney. Go to Applebee's, tell them the secret promo word Huskers. They'll deduct the money out of Steve Sipple's check.
Yeah.
You'll get your free wings. And we have a suggestion actually on our next super chat, Steve Sipple, from Speed to Power. Is that Speed to Power in a different language, by the way, this super chat? The new secret word at Applebee should be Speed to Power. UCLA sure could have used the Speed to Power today.
What's he mean by that?
I don't know. UCLA seemed to have plenty of speed to power today.
But anyway, thank you for chiming in with that.
But you go into Applebee's and we're hearing a lot of feedback. People are getting the free wings.
Well, think about how happy a time that would be right now. Like
you're like, you know what? Steve Sipple's buying the wings.
Those wings would taste pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, God, you're in there after a win on a beautiful night. I mean, it's only 9 o'clock.
Rob, we might stop in there on the way out of here.
Let's go. It's on the way home.
All right. Let's move it in.
It sounds like a good idea.
Nate Bergman comes in. I've had multiple zip lines, so at this point, a win is a win is a win, and we'll take it. But yikes, that was ugly. But hey, shout out to the volleyball for a huge win at Penn State. And volleyball swept again tonight against Rutgers, by the way, guys.
4-1 is what Nebraska is. 4-1, a step closer to kind of what you want, what I guess we projected, like an 8 to 9 win season. They'll have a great chance to beat Maryland.
Great chance to beat Minnesota.
Yeah, you got to. Listen, we know now this team has quite a bit. It's pretty good. It's just you have this sort of glaring issue in front of you
on the O line.
Yeah, that's
it's hard to ignore that.
I know. Yeah, and it's not like today we saw the number 2 running back raise his head and say,
I'm kind of just over talking about that at this point. They don't even use it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. Yeah, Rob, that's a good way to do it. I mean, it's Emmett.
Yeah.
Emmett's
Emmett and then the passing game.
Emmett's
their passing game is their number 2 running back.
Emmett's 1, 2, and 3.
Mhm.
And I'll tell you something right now. He runs. He was big today.
Mhm.
He was big today. And you know what? All that emotion he shows, I think, is really helpful. He obviously loves it here, and it shows in the way he plays.
All right, Kenyon comes in. He's got a comment on the pass pro, but 4-1 sounds good. Randy comes in.
Excuse me.
We saw a contest between two teams who hate winning.
I don't know about that. I don't say that.
Look, I was
I don't
thinking
say
about
that.
this. How would you like to be Penn State right now on a 5-hour flight that has to land in Harrisburg and then drive another 2 hours when you land in Harrisburg back to State College?
That's what they do.
Yes.
They don't fly right into.
And that-
'Cause the
that
planes
drive
can't
on a
get in
bus at night, those hills. Ugh. It's about as brutal of a trip home as you're going to get.
Yeah.
And I bet 20,000 Penn State fans were out in the Rose Bowl today for that game. I wasn't paying attention, but I can't even imagine, because we've lived that before. You go out on a big trip like that, and you're expecting a comfortable win in the Rose Bowl, and you're gonna have a great night in LA.
So much for that.
Nope.
Yeah, that's rough.
You're back at the hotel.
I haven't even processed Penn State losing that game. They're out of it, right? They're out of the playoff problem. You know, they can beat Ohio State, Indiana. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
They have some games
Season's
left.
still young, but they got some.
Oh, you lose.
But
to
that
UCLA.
loss will be the worst loss of any team in the playoff discussion.
Yeah, except Illinois lost 63-10 to Indiana. They could still.
I don't look at Illinois as a playoff team.
Well, if they beat Ohio State, you will.
They're not gonna. I don't know. They don't have the
You
fire.
said that about UCLA today.
True,
No, I mean,
but I can't imagine Ohio State.
I couldn't imagine UCLA.
Ohio State's up 35-3.
But just imagine the pressure right now on James Franklin.
Oh,
like
God.
he was already being like
Oh.
hammered for not winning the big one. Well, now he can't win the little one either. Like
What's
that's
the word that goes beyond pressure?
heat,
Yeah, I mean it's
scalding heat.
Scalding, yeah.
Well, then Florida wins at Texas today. I mean, the game is, that's why it's beautiful. It's
I know.
college football is not chalk.
That's why wins are wins.
Chalk does not always happen in college football.
4-1
4-1, man.
with a 3-point loss to a top 20 Michigan team.
And how about Cincinnati again winning big?
Oh yeah.
Not big, but
No,
convinced.
that's big.
That was a big win.
That's big. That
I mean-
tells you a little bit. It does. What Cincinnati's done tells you a little bit about Nebraska.
Mhm.
You know, and you watch Iowa State, like they always are. They're ranked 14th, but you watch, like Nebraska would play right with Iowa State.
100.
Like it's
Well,
just
100.
that's why the rankings can be a little deceiving.
Right.
I would say had a bunch of like both starting corners out, and then some other guys hurt. So they were
Every
reason.
team
There's
that.
a reason they were an underdog in that game.
I'll tell you
but-
what. I think Sean's right. If Iowa State and Nebraska line up, I'm probably taking Nebraska in that game. I probably am.
I wouldn't push back too much on that.
No.
Kelly Quinn comes in. Good
Kyle.
to see Kyle. Sorry, we work with a guy named Kelly Quinn, Georgia Tech publisher. Kyle, good to see Nebraska out physical a Big Ten opponent. The game had teachable moments, and the team won. Shout out to the newlyweds, Maddie and Trent. Also, what are your thoughts on the
Heine heave. The
Help me.
Harburg, I'm guessing.
the Harburg push play?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have any profound thoughts on that.
Yeah.
I'd like to see the running back get the
The
yards.
two quarterback backfield, again, going back to that first touchdown.
That was a great play.
Like I said, Dana's got, I think, more in his bag that he needs to dig around for because they need all the help they can get in the red zone.
Oh, our boy
Oh, yeah.
Teddy.
Come on. You're not going to get Sean twice on
Teddy, come on now.
that. No.
I need a couple more zip lines before
All
I
right,
mess
yes,
that one up.
He asked a good question, Sean.
How is the offensive line so bad? Is it a talent issue, a coaching issue, or both? Teams just tee off. Love the show. Would love to buy you guys a drink in Maryland. Warmest regards, Teddy.
Teddy Leche.
I don't get that now. Wait a second.
Teddy Milk.
Yeah.
What's Teddy? Oh,
Leche,
oh,
Spanish.
for
Oh.
milk.
It's milk.
Okay. Didn't know that. Hey, what is the issue? What's going on up
I don't know.
front?
Mental. I think there's a lot of mental parts to it,
Mhm.
like just thinking probably and just not playing. I mean, false start's a mental thing. Assignment misses are mental, right?
We're talking mainly tackles too, right? The interiors. I'll have
Evans
to look.
had some mistakes
Evans
today,
had
though.
the bad snap. He
And
had
the
that
personal
bad
foul.
Personal foul penalty. Like that's supposed to be your rock in the middle.
So don't
So
expect that.
I mean, I don't know. Like that's again why offensive line is the biggest concern, because go back and watch the shows that we did all offseason. We're talking about how the offensive line could be a strength of the team.
Right.
Now we're talking about them being the biggest concern we have 5 games into the season.
Didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it coming.
No.
So I guess to answer your question, I don't have an answer because I never expected the offensive line to have these types of struggles this late in the year. I thought this was going to be a group that they could lean on, and in a game especially like this, they would take it over as the game went on, and they would be the more physical unit. They would push the line of scrimmage, and that run game would dominate. It just hasn't happened. And right now they're having to overcome their offensive line as opposed to leaning on it.
Right.
And that had to be a tough call. I mean, Pritchett, we kind of figured at left, but the decision of Gunner or Teddy at right, that didn't seem like that was easy.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. I mean, Teddy's a senior, popular. My guess is a very popular player on the team. Has overcome a lot, and he got benched, and then it didn't look very good, which I don't know what.
Because has Gunner or Gatula ever in a game played right tackle?
I don't know.
I don't think he has he?
And it is
Not
an
here.
adjustment. That's an adjustment. It is going from left to right. Now, listen, I'm not a coach. I'm not an offensive line guru, but I've heard enough that it's not that easy to do. The pass set's different. We were watching him in practice. We were watching he and Donovan right out in front of everybody doing right tackle pass sets. So you knew what was going to happen. I don't know. And they got 5 sacks. Did we mention that Michigan State's had 6 sacks on the season going into this? 6 sacks on the season?
Yep.
5 today.
So like Michigan, you can be like, all right, well, Michigan's got, NFL level rush ends. So Michigan State doesn't. They don't have an entire NFL dude on that defensive line.
Looked like it at times.
And they went speed
Nebraska
to
made them
power.
look like NFL dudes.
They went speed to power.
I don't know what they did, but it did look pretty good. Like, that's not good. It's a bad sign.
All right. Thank you, Teddy. Patrick Schmidt, firing out of the gate was awesome. Not having the ball on offense for 2 straight quarters of brutal win caused the playbook to be sliced in half. Great 4 quarters. That's a game we lose in years past. Onward to Maryland. And look, I read one of the comments on a super chat saying both teams had to deal with the win, deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Again, though, you can't ignore Nebraska essentially didn't have the win until the 4th quarter.
Why do you think Michigan State took the win in the 3rd quarter? Like
Took
Rule
the
was
win.
like, we wanted the win in the 4th quarter, and they just gave it to us.
I don't know. What would be the rationale for
Maybe
that?
they thought they could continue the momentum.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what confused me is Nebraska got the ball first.
Yeah.
So
they gave Nebraska the win in the 4th quarter and the ball. Interesting.
I mean, maybe they really thought Nebraska's offense was they were unraveling, and they're like, hey, they're going to screw up, turn it over, and we'll jump on them.
Yeah, that could have been the rationale.
But yeah,
Michigan State got the ball first.
I didn't read Joseph's
That's right.
his story yet in the post game. If there's any comment on that, but speed to power comes in. Cam Lemhart used speed to power for the game-ending sack.
Didn't he? Didn't he though?
Yes.
I mean, that was a hammer. He'll make some plays downfield too. That's he's undersized as a defensive lineman, but you see him making some plays away from the line of scrimmage that a lot of D linemen can't make. He's an athletic D lineman. That's what they kind of count on. Winery's that way too. Keona Davis is that way. They're not very big, but they're very athletic. Petchak is very athletic. So they got some things going. Those guys took I've said it, this is the 3rd time, huge step for the D line. God, it was good to see.
The only thing that Jonathan Smith said about the wind, he said the wind had a factor when you're with it and against it, and adjusted their play calling, particularly with how aggressive they were on 4th down. When they had the wind at their back, they were going to go for it because they felt that they had a better opportunity to keep drives going than just punting the ball away. So they felt strongly about being more aggressive on 4th downs when they had the wind at their back. So you can say the wind, like it changed the way teams approached games. Like they turned down field goals to go for it because of it was probably a better percentage of keeping the ball on your offense than turn it over to kicking game just because you have no idea where the ball's going to go.
We were on the field taping our post game for Channel 7. We have these light kits up.
Okay.
And we're on taping the TV shots, and the light kits blew over into our shoulders.
Still blowing.
I mean, that's
after the game.
That's never happened.
Right.
When
It was that kind of
it was just not easy to operate, especially when things kind of fell apart for Nebraska. But James Edwards, when we went down 21-14, I took a walk around the block, truly thinking I needed to stop being an NU fan for my own mental health. Got back, it's tied, and we have the ball. Love you all. We're in this together till death. Go big.
We are, and that's it. I mean, I said the same thing when they went up 21-14. Michigan State trouble, but Nebraska got right back.
Yep,
right back. Like Rule said,
immediately.
Yeah, the huge. And I give Dylan 90% of the credit on that throw. Had to step away from pressure, move to his right. Those throws aren't that easy to make on the move, especially into the wind. That's where having a 6'3", 225-pound quarterback with big hands really helps you. And he got it done. And then Nebraska started looking okay in the fourth quarter. Went up 24-21 on Cunan's field goal and didn't relinquish the lead.
All right, I'm going to just go through a few here in a row. Beth.
Okay, Sean.
Slay.
Oh, careful, Sean.
Am I being trapped? I mean, either people have like the trickiest last names ever, or they're trying to get me.
You're mostly trying to
stick with first names.
Okay, Beth. Ugly win. With these ugly wins were once losses. Will Dylan rebound? Not his best game ever. Go Big Red.
That quarterback thing is complicated. You can't, if he's not being protected and the run game's hit and miss,
right?
You can't.
And they were letting the DBs play physical. So I mean, there were a lot of grab.
They were
a lot of grab.
Heavy pressure.
Both ways.
Aggressive press man coverage.
Gallipolis. Bad news. I feel now how I felt after the Cincinnati win. Good news. Cincinnati win looks pretty darn good. Cincinnati wins at home against Iowa State. The Soggy Muffin Bandit comes in.
Wow, Sean.
Oh, he's
just
been
playing with fire.
He's a 4-year super chatter.
Just playing with
Why
fire.
are there so many negative super chats? Did we forget this team is now they're 4-1? I'm happy, and a win's a win for real progress. And we are actively seeing from this team. And I will tell you, Muffin Bandit, these super chats come in during the game.
Yeah.
So the show link is open. So the emotion of the game, and we honor the super chats. We'll go through them. A few I won't get into, but we go through most of them.
Yeah, I mean, like Robin said, they're 4-1, or you said 4-1. Somebody said with a 3-point loss to Michigan. Come on, man! And that Cincinnati game is looking better and better.
Yeah,
I thought at the time they were pretty good.
Ask yourself in 2022 if they would take being 4-1 with a 3-point loss to a top 22.
Will Cincinnati be ranked this week?
I think they got a real good shot.
So then, I mean, why would Nebraska not be ranked? That's
easy, big horse.
But no, I'm just saying, like, it's just funny how that works, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't rank Nebraska.
I'm not saying rank Nebraska, but it will be funny if Cincinnati's ranked.
They'll be close. I don't know if they'll get in, but they'll be close.
Are they undefeated?
No.
Well, they lost to Nebraska. They lost one
No,
game to Nebraska.
No, they're not undefeated. No, then I don't think they can be. I don't think you can rank them. Yeah, that was a slip. Hey, I should have
undefeated.
Easy. I should have said, have they lost since Nebraska?
All right, Aiden Childs.
Yeah, I got to eat that one too.
Sipple earlier in the week, if you missed on one of our shows, said Aiden Childs was better than Jaden Maeva.
I think that's
there were a couple plays wow plays from Childs where he's scrambling around just making it happen.
I think I got to eat that one though.
But yes,
he didn't look good throwing.
Jeff Sims, Lamar Jackson though could still be your all-timer.
I might give your all-timers if you keep talking like this. His final numbers, by the way, 9 for 23, 2 picks, both by Deshaun Singleton, who is the defensive MVP of the year, right?
Well, right now for sure.
Yeah, 9 for 23, 2 picks, 85 yards.
McCullough's closing though. McCullough's playing well.
Who do you think McCullough's closing on?
Well, I just think he's making himself be more of an impact guy, but Singleton's your guy.
You're not putting 96 in front of 15 right now? Come on,
it's close.
Come on now.
Come on, man.
But all right, Jonathan Fletcher, double Mike Eckler's paycheck this week.
Eckler's paying off, man. That's paying off. They're not perfect on special teams, but who is? But they become a major factor.
Look at what they didn't do well and what they did well. I would take that average every day of the week.
Well, and for Matt Rule, I mean, that was a head coach move when you think about it. He had to let go of a longtime guy he'd worked with and move him in a different role at Foley and hire a guy he's never worked with or known in any capacity.
All right.
And, we've been around enough coach. That's not something a lot of coaches, it's their staff,
100%.
And so that was a big boy move and it's paying off.
Yeah. It helps that Eckler's been here, knows this place.
Will Compton.
Yeah. Will Compton. But yeah, and I tip my cap to Barney. Barney looked like he could, like I said, could pop one about any time today. It's, it looks good. Looks good.
All right. Chase.
Some of that just the wind.
They had opportunities and he capitalized on them.
Yeah.
So Michigan State's punter, instead of putting hang time on it, because it was
low,
he was kicking it low at distance.
Coverage wasn't there.
And Nebraska was vicing the Gunners, as Bill Callahan would say.
Yeah, and doing well.
And creating a return.
Yeah.
Strong reference.
Hey, the vice on the Gunners has been excellent. He had room today, and he takes advantage of it.
Chase, Carter Nelson, so much anticipation the last few years. So happy to see him produce. Great example of speed to power. More, please.
He's not coming off the edge. But anyway.
Jaden Rosenbaugh.
Are you all right on that one?
Am I okay there?
I think so.
I think you're okay.
Yeah.
Feels good to see us making the plays necessary to win games. Feels like the tide is turning for us.
Huh?
Zappio dumbass comes in, proud of the team. They fought hard. It doesn't always matter. If it's pretty, winners win, and we are steadily becoming a winner. Go Big Red.
That's all that matters.
Nick,
this is so interesting this season to me. The way they have to manage it, it's tough to manage around that offensive line. I thought they might have to manage around both an offensive line and a deficient defensive line until today. Now I wonder a little bit because I'm telling you, Michigan State's not that bad. They were missing their left tackle and I think another offensive lineman too. So that's that.
Other than that,
right now, on the other hand, though, it's a Big Ten team. Like there's depth usually on these Big Ten teams. So I'm giving that front on Nebraska's defense a lot of credit, and it makes me look at the season a little different. If they can play like that fairly regularly,
that's the caveat. They got to do it again.
Yeah,
they can't regress.
Take that to Maryland.
Yeah,
take that
against me because it's just gonna be a very similar thing in Maryland.
Nick Guthrie, the key to this season has been responding to adversity. 2024 and years past, no. 2025, progress. And go back to the Cincinnati game. They were able to kind of dig in, make the play.
Yeah.
Good point. They obviously made a play before halftime against Michigan to get back into it and fought. And, we're right there at the end still. And then obviously today, but I'm happily, I'll take it. Shout out to Michigan State's backup linebacker, Howie.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Is that a fake player?
It's not even. Yes, Sean. It's a fake player.
A trap.
Now you've surpassed my Cincinnati comment. You think that name is legit?
It's all part of the show.
That was close.
It's all part of the show,
that
folks.
Was close.
These are just actors.
All right.
All right.
Regroup. Refocus.
Pump this. Simple. I want you to read this next name here.
Can do.
Oh. This isn't your voice. Say it like you would say.
Oh, God, yeah. Hundo, Sean.
Emmett is that dude. Thoughts on Dane Key? Feels like the clear number 1 and 2 are Hunter and Barney, and Mills more in the mix. Yeah, how about Cortez Mills in there late for a play?
Yep, made a big play late in the game. Emmett, final numbers, excellent. 13 carries, 83 yards. That's 6.4 per carry. Had 23 touchdowns, by the way. I mean, I can't say enough about that, about the way how hard he runs the ball. And you know what? They didn't beat him up too bad today. So that's good.
120 all-purpose yards.
Yeah. He'll be ready to roll in Maryland.
TD Falk.
Wow, Sean, you're just playing with fire all the time.
I already know the next one's a bad one.
Sean.
Wind played a huge factor.
Sean, they got you again. No, they got me too. That's the thing. But it took me a second.
But he has a good super chat here. That was like playing 15 out of your 18 holes in golf in the wind, the way the offense hardly played in the first quarter.
Okay.
So good point there by TD.
TD.
Now Lou, I'm on to this one here.
You're not going to get us, Mr. Sanus.
Lou, great win. Who's your MVP on offense and defense?
All right.
And special teams. Well, MVP on offense, probably Ja'Cory Barney with that play he made, or would you go Emmett?
Hold on. Isaiah Hunter made a huge play.
Isaiah Hunter.
Yeah. I don't know who is the offensive MVP.
Isaiah Hunter, 93 yards receiving.
Emmett had 120 all-purpose yards and 3 touchdowns. He led him in rushing and receiving.
Emmett Johnson.
Defense, are you going with Singleton, obviously?
Yeah.
Special teams, are you going to go with Mike Eckler or Ja'Cory Barney or
Jameer Khan? I'm going Jameer Khan. That was a huge play. Smothered it.
That was maybe one of the cleanest, best block punts we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, I'm going Jameer Khan.
And he almost tackled the punter before he kicked it.
Right. So to drive home the point, that's coaching. A lot of it's now they got a guy that can make the play too. But they knew if they got into that look, whatever it was, they were going to get it. But then you got to go do it, and they did it. That's beautiful. I guarantee a rule that's the kind of things that keeps a guy in a profession. We're going to work on this all week, and then we're going to go up 14-0 with that, not knowing we're going to need that bad as the game progressed. Huge
all right,
moment.
Kodiak Bear. Midway through the third quarter, I was preparing myself for a loss in a 5-7 season. 9-3 now, baby. 9-3. All right. Bowman 78. Old fashions on me at the bowl game. We'll take you up at that. I'll see Abby at volleyball national championships. Let's go. Go Big Red.
Let's go.
And maybe we'll do a showdown from volleyball Final Four. It's in Kansas City.
Wow. Sean,
maybe we can go down there and do a show.
Sean, you crazy man.
Just headlines or something down there.
Okay. Why not?
We don't even have to go to the game. They may not let us in, actually.
I gotta let you in.
They may be like, no. This guy, no. We're not letting them buy any of this stuff.
All right. Those pictures, by the way, are really good that they're showing.
Speed to plower.
Are we all right on that?
Yeah.
Sean? No, we're not. God, I'm getting caught now. Rob, you got to take over.
What's wrong with speed to plower? All right, Speed. Good. Dylan moves like he is strapped to a combine that redeems himself with a ridiculous pass. Ugly at times, but obviously we're happy with the win.
Yeah, Dylan's something else. I mean, he made some great throws again.
He had a couple nice scrambles early.
He did. He was showing
that first drive.
Yeah, he was showing more willingness and not just to run and slide. He was diving forward for yards. Yeah, Dylan's evolving as a quarterback.
All right, let's before we move it in again, thank you for joining us. We got about 2,000 on with us for HuskerOnline Postgame Live. We're brought to you by Zipline, the official beverage sponsor here of HuskerOnline Postgame Live. We're all enjoying our postgame Zipline. I hope you're at home popping a Zipline with us right now, enjoying the postgame win here. Also brought to you by Billings Group. They're a trio of financial advisors made up of Lance and his 2 sons-in-law, Josh and Nate. They're based in Salina, Kansas, and they help clients across the Midwest and beyond make smart, confident decisions about their money. From your first real paycheck to your final retirement party, Billings Group is here to walk you through the highs and the lows. Billings Group, financial advisors by your side for life's journey. Visit them at billingsgroup.com. Securities offered by registered representatives through private client services, member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered by investment advisory representatives through RFG Advisory at registered investment advisor, RFG Advisory, Billings Group, and private client services are unaffiliated entities.
You are like Isaiah Hunter.
I mean, that was we had a little like a 19-yard stretch of offense there, and I made a play there. I scrambled, and
sometimes you just got to step up.
You got some speed.
Coach, I mean, the post game, you could tell just the peaks and valleys of that game with Coach Rule, just how hard that would be to be in his role.
Yeah, it would be hard to recount it all, too.
I mean, he was living a nightmare, and then it turned into a great dream.
I know, that was that kind of game. It was a fascinating day, really. I love those days.
Like, we looked over as the O-line was imploding, and there was Donovan Raiola on the opposite 20-25 yard line, just standing there alone. I mean, it's kind of like you didn't even. I mean, nobody. I mean, because it was coming apart. I mean, the O-line, that stretch that we saw with the sack, penalty, bad snap that led to a 4th and 42.
Now I don't know. I don't know this, but I have to think it almost feels like if you're Donovan in that situation, that the world's caving in around you.
Mm-hmm.
And now that might be a little extreme, but my God, it was at
that point. Do you even get mad?
I don't know. I don't know. Now think about it in the context of last week. You have to think about it in the context of the Michigan game, because that was a borderline disaster. And now you're looking at another disaster, and it's your nephew that's the quarterback, and your brother is heavily invested emotionally and otherwise. I mean, not otherwise, just emotionally. But I mean, that's a lot. That's a lot of pressure. Good pressure, though, right? That's the kind of pressure you want. You know, you're not at Fordham, all right? You're in Nebraska.
12 sacks allowed over 2 games.
Yeah.
Hello
is right. That's you can't. There's nothing they can push back at us and say you guys are overreacting.
Didn't I mean the 90s? I hate to go back there, but didn't they go a year without a sack allowed?
Yeah, I think they did. They absolutely did. Yeah, I think it was the 95 season, but they did. Yeah,
that's crazy.
All right, it's illegal for you to ask me. My wife is no longer surprised to see me happy at the end of a Husker game. This feels good. Anyone have a recipe for turtle soup? Go Big Red. As Maryland on the schedule. Chad.
Oh, I get it.
Can't wait for next week's game. The family is coming up for the game. First margaritas on me, sip. Just let us to DMV fans know where you will be.
Yeah, we don't know where.
Well, we've got an engagement. I will say this in the Capitol on Friday night.
Okay.
And I'll leave it at that. So I don't know how long we're going to be in DC for, but we're staying in College Park.
Okay.
And there's a lobby bar at the College Park Marriott. So, I mean, I'm sure if you really want to find us, we'll be hanging around there.
Yeah, we'll be there
on campus. But there will be a lot of Nebraska fans there. You've got Husker fans in Virginia, Maryland, Washington, D.C., the North Carolina. I mean, that is New York City. I mean, that is the game that they can all get to within 3 or 4 hours.
He was 4-1. Will Nebraska be favored? Yes.
Probably by like 3.
Okay.
And I think you'll see 10,000 Nebraska fans there.
Because they showed up last time they were out there too, and that was like a cold, rainy, ugly day. Nebraska blew them out, gave them something to cheer for, but it's been a long time since they've been out there.
10,000 Nebraska fans. I mean, I think it's an easy ticket.
I can see it.
Yeah. And I'm just really intrigued by what this is going to all look like, because they've got me convinced they can do something now. I'm pretty convinced.
Here's the thing, though. Maryland will have dudes up front. They'll have Virginia, Maryland, D.C. talent on that roster. Mike Locksley recruits.
But wouldn't you say that about Michigan State, too?
Mike Locksley's a better recruiter than Jonathan Smith.
Yeah, they got NFL dudes.
Like, I mean, he's a John Blake-esque type recruiter. I mean, he gets players to Maryland.
Okay.
Like, I think Maryland's front end talent will be better than Michigan State's front end talent.
Trench's talent?
Yes.
Really? Okay.
Because he's been there longer.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is not his name, but I like to always refer to him as Bangarang. How much for Sam Pittman as the O-line coach? Riolos can't be mad if Uncle gets fired right now. All right, well, again, emotions of the game, we get it.
4-1, right?
4-1. Randy, booing our own players is not the Nebraska way. 2, has football IQ dropped so far that we need a PA guy to help us be loud on third down? All right,
Was there some boost today?
Well, during that 25-play, 19-yard stretch, there were some boos.
Rule referenced it.
And Dylan was getting upset about it.
Yeah, so Dylan had some words for fans as he was coming off the field.
Well, now here's the deal with that. We can't hear it in the press box very well.
Mm-hmm.
We can't. I mean,
it's a vacuum.
Yeah, it's a vacuum. Dylan's got to be careful with that. These fans are. That's what pays him, basically, right?
Yeah. That was what Rule's message was. It's like, hey, these guys paid a bunch of money for tickets. They're paying $10-12 for a beer. Like they paid for that right to be.
Yeah, and
he's making more money than any of the fans will ever make in their lifetime.
Not all of them, but
I mean, a lot of fans.
Yeah. Now, they invest so much emotionally and time wise and money wise that they have a right to boo.
Especially when that's the product.
Yeah, it was 5 years ago or so when Ron Brown gave me that kind of speech. Like, it was during the Frost era, I believe, or maybe late in the Riley era. And he said, look, they have every right to boo. I was kind of taken aback by it. Like, that was Ron Brown telling me that. But his whole thing was all of the investment that they make. They certainly have a right.
What was the second question he had there? There was, it went away off the screen. I forgot. He had a part 2.
Oh, about do Nebraska fans need someone to tell them to be loud?
Oh, yeah, the third down. I mean, that's just kind of a thing Nebraska has gone to where they, want the PA guy to kind of get it fired up. But I'm old school. I tend to agree that's not my thing, but I know that's a common thing in stadiums.
Well, the Chiefs are doing the same thing because that same guy does it's third down at Chiefs games.
Mm-hmm.
So shout out Nate Rohr.
Sean, I'm like you. I'm a little old school.
I think you can do something like that, but I mean, Nebraska does it at like a level of like, I mean, you're at like the Opera House. I mean, there are a few times where I'm like, how does Nate like hold it that long?
Right. Oh yeah,
It's a good like 30-second.
Yeah.
Third.
I'll never forget when Kirk Ferentz he was fuming about how long they were carrying the third down up to the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
But all right, Scott Roars comes in 38-27 super chat. How many times did we get pressure on the QB only to overrun the play and take themselves out of the play? I don't remember great D players in the past overrunning the play like we seem to be doing multiple times. And I think they just turned their ears back. And that's Aiden Childs is fast.
Yeah, give some credit to the quarterback.
Also, I think if you look back on that game, you'll see times when Nebraska did a good job of not doing that, of either circling back or
especially
keeping
in the
him
second half.
Keeping him contained pretty well.
They went to a spy with McCullough, spying him.
Yeah, I give Nebraska a little credit on that count. I thought they did a pretty good
So what
job.
they were doing was they would crash the two end guys really hard, and then they had two guys back kind of waiting. And that was smart.
Yeah.
Because you had the outsides covered, and then the middle guys could take care of it. All right, we got a lot to get through.
1 second. Child's rushing total 13 carries. He netted 23. Now, some of that's because he got sacked.
We need to wait to see what the total number is without this. Take the sack number off that and see what it is. But all right, we got a lot to get through, so I'm going to try to keep flying. Nathan Becker, proud of how the team battled back, down 21-14. Special teams shine bright. Great for Hunter to have a big game. Go Big Red.
What a play.
Maryland.
What a play he made, by the way.
Ben comes in. No way that Dylan survives this offseason at this rate, taking too many hits. Does our line want him to roll the dice? I don't know what
It's a die. It's one die.
Oh, but seriously, this is concerning to say the least. Mr. Robertson, it's looking like we're going to be 8-4, 9-3. Is the O-line going to be the Achilles of this team?
Here's the good news. Like I always say, guys, these conversations evolve. The D-line, I think that conversation is evolving, right? You can't write off the O-line. We kind of wrote off the D-line, and today they kind of gave us the finger, right? I go, we're not bad. How's 4 sacks taste, Sipple? They hear the criticism, and they didn't look vulnerable today. They held up well against the run, right?
Yeah.
They tackled well.
Yeah, they tackled well, and they were there. There's population at the ball.
I love when they call like those screens in space, and the corner is just flying in.
How about Marshall late?
Yeah, I mean, he times that tackle out.
Yeah, back-to-back, big plays late. I mean, huge plays.
I just hope the O-line hears that criticism and responds the same way the D-line did. Because if they do, then Nebraska's going to have
They hear it.
Pre-game, though, they were on the field pre-game, and they kind of have their little gathering and Rocco Spindler kind of dresses them out. And
what'd you hear?
They break down their huddle, and it was, I mean, I'm not going to say what they said, but they had a chip on their shoulder. I'll just say that it's a word I can't say is what they broke the huddle down with.
Well,
it started with an F.
Hey, they can get better. They can get better. That teams get better, units get better. It can happen.
Andre Palzer comes in with a couple super chats. People say what they want, but this is more than growth. in this than a blowout.
Yep, I totally agree. I'm impressed.
There aren't blowouts.
No, Nebraska not got blow out.
I mean,
anybody.
I just think people don't want to stretch like we saw with 25 plays for 19 yards. I mean, that's reasonable, right?
There's some bad football in there.
Like, because you don't 9 out of 10 times you probably lose.
Yeah, there's some bad football in that stretch.
Hector, a reliable source, confirmed to me that Dylan forgot to get Donnie a birthday present. So now Donnie's feeding Dylan to the opponent's defense. Okay.
Oh, Hector.
Heck, not nice. Joey, was Nebraska's defense running speed to power sip? Game had its so moments, but I'll take on an ugly win to a pretty loss. Keep the faith and go big red.
The speed to power thing's gotten out of control. And by the way, I was wrong about something. Michigan lining up wide and crashing the tackles. That's not necessary. You can do speed to power without lining up wide. It doesn't really.
You got some coaches correct you.
Yeah.
Who corrected you?
Bush.
Of course.
Yeah.
I thought you got it from Bush.
No, Bush told me, he said, lining up wide. Quit saying that because that doesn't really matter.
It's like
this looks cool when they line up wide, right? And then here they come,
Well, you've made a phrase that Husker fans have latched onto.
Yep. It's a thing now and it's not going away.
You know who looks good rushing the Can I just say 96 again? I like saying 96. I like 96 now.
Well, he gets better every game.
Oh, boy, he's getting good. Hey, guys, he's going to be fun for us to watch. He is. We haven't seen a lot of that.
He's a freshman.
Hey, guys, we haven't seen a lot of that lately.
He is a freshman.
I know. How about 6'5", 265 coming off the edge?
How about how many freshmen made impact plays today? Freshman Winery, freshman Dawson Merritt.
Guthrie.
Pet Shock.
Yep.
I mean, just go down the list of
young guys.
Young guy after young guy stepping in.
What's Khan? Is he a junior transfer?
Yeah, he's a junior. Older. Kansas City guy, though. A lot of Kansas City guys, too, out there. McCullough, Merritt, Khan.
That's what I'm talking about.
Winery.
They got some guys over there right now.
All right. Red Bin 88. Thoughts on the D-line making plays at the end.
Huge.
When he needed. They ended the game. They got Nebraska off the field. Thought going forward. Thanks. Always HuskerOnline crew. Peyton comes in a little sloppy, but we got it done. Harburg with some great blocking, and Emmett Johnson looks amazing. Special teams Eagles MVP, go big red. Colonel John Stingo.
Just taking your chances, aren't you, Sean? I'm just throwing into cover.
Walking out in the landmine field right there.
Three guys there. You're just throwing it.
There's no landmines. I'm just going to go.
You're like Jameis Winston right now. Just throw it into cover.
With last year's special teams play, we are 2-3 this year.
Okay.
Not wrong.
I mean, the Rutgers game was really similar to this. It was a 14-7 win, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Nebraska, I believe, jumped up 14-0. And then they had all the blocked punts and all the crap, all the thing, and they held on. But Kevin Keene, our good friend, comes in with a super chat.
Kevin Keene.
Louisiana.
The man.
Hello, Kevin.
Got a good picture there, Kevin. We got to get you a headshot like Kevin Keene, Steve said.
I'm not that good looking. Like, you can't do it to me. I mean, there's nothing you can do.
Well, I mean, your glamour shots.
Yeah, that's
still haven't
true.
seen those yet.
No, there's one there. There's one out there.
Is it?
Come to my house. It's
Okay.
Were you guys on horses?
No, we're on the ground, which is really odd. Yeah.
Just you,
me and Lori.
Oh boy. Stop there.
No, it's fine. She doesn't mind.
All right, Mr. Mitchell Jr. with Cincinnati dominating the Big 12. Will Nebraska become ranked before or after Maryland? I think if they win at Maryland, maybe a chance to rank.
Cincinnati's undefeated.
But the pollsters are going to make Nebraska do everything possible before they allow them a spot in the rankings.
Hey, Sean, how about beat Maryland?
Exactly. They're not going to give Nebraska anything because for the last 20 years, pollsters have tried to give it to Nebraska before they're ready for it.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. I feel a little bit uncomfortable speaking for pollsters, but go ahead.
Well, maybe the USC voter will vote for Nebraska.
There you go.
Hello.
There you go.
Sean got a shot in.
She might vote for Nebraska. She'd put Cincinnati over them, though. Still,
doesn't
probably
really matter, right?
All right.
Good job, Sean.
Jamie McCoy.
Okay, you're
Sip,
right.
did you cause your clothes? Did you douse your clothes? Douse your clothes in Mando today? The O-line shows no improvement, still look bad going into a long season for Raiola. Behind them, sadly.
Well, easy now, Jamie. It can get better. I think we may be seeing that from the D-line, which we thought was the bigger problem spot. How quickly we forget, though, right? After a game like this, where those guys, man, what the hell was that?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe, Jamie, next week or the following week at Minnesota, we'll be saying, "Oh, line, what the hell was that? Where was that?" Stuff like that happens. It does. We've seen it. We've covered this team a long time. Individual units do improve as season goes. Sometimes they get worse, but sometimes they improve.
We got 35 more to go, guys. So,
Sean, we're gonna be here till midnight.
Justin, I got a sunburn in the East Stadium.
I bet you do.
Michael, Dom, and Donnie might have some hard conversations.
Yeah, they might.
Well, they're brothers. They have brotherly conversations.
Yeah, man.
Something tells me that won't be the first or last time.
No, you don't run from that. I mean, they're emotionally they're invested in so many ways in this, and they want it to happen. Yeah, it can get rough.
Brian, first off, love the show. You guys bring the speed to power like no other. Secondly, I saw a lot of positives in the win. Keep the Dubs rolling. Go Big Red. And thank you, Brian, for the speed to power reference. And
is there any positives we haven't covered?
We need to make that the Applebee's promo.
Speed to power.
I don't know. I think
have we covered the positives adequately?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't want to like gloss them up too much either because they almost blew it. So like, let's not act like they were this well-oiled machine. They did enough to win the game. There's a lot to fix. But again, they're fixing these things coming off a win, sitting there at 4-1.
You know what I saw today, though? Some excitement, like some exciting players. 15 starting to look exciting on defense, right?
McCullough, yeah.
I mean, McCullough looks like his confidence is escalating to me. Shavers is exciting, right? Javin Wright made some great plays. So those dudes that we always look at and go, God dang, look at that athlete. Now they're showing it.
The other day, a winning culture has set in. Justin, I spent the whole third quarter looking for a red glizzy in East Stadium. Why so hard to find glizzy?
I'm not sure what that means.
Robin, can you help me with that?
It's a hot dog.
Oh.
He wants a red hot dog.
Okay. I had a glizzy.
Yeah, I had a glizzy too.
Brett, we had a taco.
You have Mexican and a glizzy?
Yeah, it was weird.
Woo.
Yeah, I just stuck with the tacos.
I don't regret it.
That's chancy.
Yeah, I know. I knew what I was doing. It's a risk. Sometimes you got to gamble.
Yeah. Okay. You had the tacos and a hot dog.
Oh yeah.
Damn. We got a fun super chat name here. I need a bath comes in.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a good one.
Someone probably already asked, will Nebraska be ranked?
I'm gonna say no.
We're skeptical on this stuff, and it doesn't seem like they will be. I just don't know if the polls again.
They haven't been getting many votes, if any.
That's the thing. They would have to make a pretty substantial jump, and I don't know if this was enough to do.
Others receiving votes, you'll see Nebraska.
Yeah, that's fair.
Michael, how many years did we clamor for close wins? Go Big Red.
100.
Wasn't that long ago.
Hundo.
People would take this every day of the week.
Hundo.
Yeah, I think it's just the swings of emotion, and it's what people have been through the last 15, 20 years. And the fact that they've come back and supported this team at the level, this doesn't happen anywhere else in the world but Nebraska.
No, it's a complex, we are complex fans, people here. These discussions can get really complex. Sean just kind of hit the tip of the iceberg there.
And I joked it's homecoming weekend. Well, it's really not a big deal here because everybody comes home and goes to every home game. Yeah. I mean, it's not like at a Big Ten school where, we're going to come in town for homecoming. Like everybody comes back for games all the time.
Like at Northwestern, homecoming is a huge deal because everybody leaves because they go get these jobs
Purdue,
on the coasts or whatever. Yeah, Purdue, Illinois, all those places. Like Sean said, people are here. They don't go far.
As far as this discussion goes, it's just there's older people like me that remember what it used to look like. This doesn't look anything like it used to look like, right?
Nor does much else in college football.
That's the thing.
Right.
That's the thing. but they're 4-1, and I'm wildly intrigued if Rule can take this what he's got here and make it work. Today he did it. They made it work today, right? It's not that, because what we grew up with was what? When they were dominant, the offensive line was dominating people, just rolling up people, telling the linemen what they're going to run and then running it. That's not happening here.
Osborne would give the opposing coaches the plays they're going to run. Like he did that like once, right? Or
I don't know if he did that. No, you know better than I do on that. I don't know that. Did he do that?
Well, I want to say Sam Manzito, a developer in Lincoln, was a student manager, and he had the list of plays, and he walked them across to the other coach's box and handed it to him.
Is that right? That doesn't seem Osborne-esque to me to do that.
These might be some things we'll do.
If you guys want some help.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Before we get to that, though, again, we're brought to you by Zipline. Hope you're enjoying it. We are definitely enjoying our zip lines after a win. And again, tons of great things going on at Zipline. They always, Friday nights before home games, have the pep band, the cheerleaders. It's a great spot to go, but it's fall, and Zipline releases a lot of fall beers. I was in there yesterday. The Bach beer, Robin, just came out. Tried a sample of it. Really, really good beer. They also have the Fest beer out right now. I love the fall beers at Zipline, and get in there and grab the 6-pack. We're also brought to you by Gametime. And getting tickets now, it's, you don't go outside on the corners and buy them from a guy outside Embassy Suites. I mean, you go online and you buy it. And Gametime is the place to go. They make it so easy. They filter it in with all the fees. And they even give you, what your seat is going to look like. So if you have a Memorial Stadium set of tickets, it will show you, this is my view from the seat I'm buying. So all right, I'm going to sit here, and this is what my view for the game is going to be at Gametime. So if you're headed out to Maryland, go on Gametime, check it out, get tickets. I'm sure after they blew the big lead to Washington, there'll be some tickets being dumped on Gametime.
But it's not going to be a bunch of dudes out by the stadium kind of aggressively approaching you.
Well, I think they've gone away from paper tickets for that, almost for that reason.
Yeah. It got pretty aggressive at some places, remember?
Yeah, there used to always be a couple guys that would do it outside basketball, like the same 3 guys. But yeah, Gametime, we have a promo with On3. You'll get $20 off with the promo code On3. So look for your tickets for concerts, Husker events, whatever sporting event you're going to. Find your tickets, pop in that promo code On3. We'll take $20 off your promo. Thanks again to Gametime for sponsoring us here on HuskerOnline Postgame Live. Okay, let's move it through. Earl Lee Reiser. Is the offensive line better at run blocking versus pass protection? If so, how normal is that? Is the answer speed to power?
The answer is always
speed to power.
Is the offensive line better at run blocking?
I don't know.
We just haven't seen them do it very often for more than one play in a row.
The run blocking discussion is more than just the running game discussion is more than just run blocking. It's a willingness to go to it. I mean, like we talked earlier about having 1st and goal at the 7 and throwing 3 straight times. It's sort of a mindset. And Nebraska doesn't seem to have the mindset of they're not a run first team. Okay. They're not. Now, what Dana might say is, how can we be? We got one running back. I mean, he's not going to say that, but do they have more than one running back?
No.
That you can lean on?
No.
See, Michigan State today used 2. Michigan used 2 or 3. There's teams that can do that. I don't know if you've noticed Ohio State, they use 3. Who was I watched the other day was using 4. Oregon. I mean, it was Oregon.
I mean, if Dowdell
Oregon used 4 against Penn State in the den of Penn State.
If Dowdell was still here, he would have factored in.
Oh yeah. Oh God, yeah. Hell yeah.
He didn't do much today.
No, he's not had a good year at Kentucky. If you're being honest, I think Rule read that right. Yeah, we're not going to double this guy's pay.
No, he's, as Sean would say, he's limited. Dowdell was limited,
and they felt like they were paying him what he should be making. And Kentucky paid desperate money to get him.
What Dowdell, he's really, listen. I've been covering running backs for 30 years. Dowdell is really frustrating because he has super explosion. But what's he not do? Makes nobody miss.
Nope.
I mean, he doesn't make anybody miss on the second level.
Would you take Kenny Wilson or Dante Dowdell?
Kenny Wilson is like Marshawn Lynch compared to Dowdell. Okay.
I was trying to think of an obscure power runner, and he was one that
Kenny Wilson was good. Now he was injury prone.
Quentin Castile
is like Derrick Henry compared to Dowdell. Okay. Castile was good, man.
Dowdell, 7 carries for 9 yards.
King Frazier.
There you go.
Would you put him in the King Frazier?
No, Dowdell's better than King Frazier. King Frazier didn't have near the explosion. Dowdell, like I said, he'll. I got to think he drives a running back coach nuts because we watch from the press box up above. You see the explosion. It's very clear. He's much more explosive than the guy they got now, but he's not near the running back. It's just explosive. That's why he's so good inside the 5.
All right.
Christ, all he had to do was ram it, and he's good at that. I mean, you didn't have to make anybody miss inside the 5, right?
Let's fire it through here as Sipple uses the ram it phrase. Just ram it. All right, Sip.
Okay,
John Stingo, 65 points were scored in this game. 52 of those points were scored by the team that had the win. Great point.
Oh, God. Wait a second. Hold on. 65 points scored. 52 by the team with the win.
Yeah, and the 2 that were Emmett Johnson's touchdown run was into the win, and then the late TD that Michigan State scored or their backup quarterback was into the win. Other than that, every other point was with the wind.
52 of 65.
Even the block punt.
Hey, John, great stat.
So going to make the rundown on Monday.
Yeah, great stat.
Sipple's glamour photo comes in. He's even got a glamour photo in there. What changed with the pass pro later in the game? Seemed to be more effective when the design Dylan got out of the pocket. Great special teams and pass rush. Go Big Red. Also, paint me like one of your French girls.
Hey, could they move Dylan out of there a little more often? Roll him out a little more often.
You know, they gave up, guys, 3 first down sacks, Nebraska. They were sacked 3 times for a 20 yards of loss on first down plays.
Talk about staying on schedule.
Oh, boy.
Can they move him out more? Maybe, but that's not his strength. His
He's
strength's
all
a
right.
pocket guy.
He's pretty good moving out.
What does a first down sack do to a drive, though?
Yeah, I get it.
Kills you.
I think they might have to out of necessity.
They don't have.
But guys, they ran 11 times for 54 yards on first down. They averaged 4.9 yards on first down runs. So it wasn't like they were ever.
I know. It's weird. It's almost a commitment issue. Commit to it more.
Or do you play the numbers cat and mouse game to the point where you call, run, or pass based on what you're seeing? Is that what's going on? I don't know.
That could be going on. Yeah. I would like to see a little bit more. This is, layman talking, but just a little more commitment to the run. But see, here's the issue with that. You know what it is. Okay, how often you want to run Emmett?
Yeah.
How often you want to run him? You just want me to. I'm talking like Dana now. You just want me to load up, run him 24 times against Michigan State? What we got to do against
I
Maryland?
don't know. I mean, my answer would be run it enough to win the game.
Yeah.
All right, Brad Wilson, Nebraska special teams saved the day, and the defense was awesome.
Hey, can we pick that one apart a little bit? I'm just thinking ahead to the week when we go on radio shows and everything. Would you say special teams saved the day? Is that not giving defense enough credit here?
I'd say they both did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can't say special teams saved the day because the defense was pretty good.
They were the edge, though.
Okay. That's a good way to put it.
I mean, I think
that's a good way.
Without special teams, is it 38-27?
Probably not. That's a good way to put it.
All right. Dr. Kenny Burson, a former high school classmate. He's a dentist. Kenny, thank you for the super chat.
Yeah. Thanks for 20 smackaroos.
Congratulations, buddy. Kenny's a great guy. Kurt
Dennis
Peterson,
making some money.
Robin, Sip, and Sean with another good post-game show. So Nebraska wins a rock fight, kind of what we expect these games to be, given Maryland and Texas losing in Penn State in a gnarly loss. I would say our W looks decent. And you make a good point. Wins are a premium. Yeah. They're not a given.
Yep. No, and this might be what it looks like a lot of the time. That's what I wrote, and that's what I think. I thought that going in. I thought if they're going to win this game, it's probably not going to look great because I didn't have much faith in the offensive line or the defensive line. I'm here to say I'm pleasantly surprised by that front four, front three, whatever you want to call it. McCullough's stepping up, the 96 stepping up. I know McCullough's not a down lineman, but he's up there on the line of scrimmage all the time. And Petchak's a revelation. I mean, he's a tough dude now. And Judy made a huge play. I mean, we're always criticizing Judy, and there he is. I mean, it looked explosive on that play.
He did the Brian Bird's Spider-Man.
It's fine. Do it. You got a sack in a Big Ten game. Do it.
All right, Jacob, this team did not sink into the here we go again mentality that this team has repeatedly fallen into over the years, even as recent as last year. This team is making strides with things to work on. And you make a great point. They wrestled the here we go again demon.
They did last week or last game against Michigan. I thought they wrestled it there. That's
why going on the road almost will be, I mean, I think playing at home, you feel that pressure of the crowd. I mean, because the crowd gets on you. I mean,
I think a road game isn't a bad thing for this team right now.
No,
I don't. I think it's a good thing.
Sometimes it can rally you.
Yeah, it's a bonding thing.
Ben Eastman, second Power 4 win this season that we lost last year. Special teams and culture were steady improvements we've been hoping for. Now, if the O-line can improve.
That's it.
Sipple's Mando stick. A fourth quarter is so good. It almost makes you want to rip your shirt off and smell the Mando.
Yeah, it does. It did.
My Mando's holding up good today, by the way.
Yeah, it seems to be.
I had to tell Sip to make sure you kept that shirt on until at least the post-game show.
If of the three of us, I'd be the least likely to whip my shirt off.
Ken E comes in. This team gives me the 92, 93 vibes. Easy on the 90s, right? Not quite there yet, but the hump that we're waiting for them to cross over that happened in the third quarter. Mm-hmm. He's referring to the Ja'Cory Barney 45-yard play after Nebraska had only had 19 yards of offense on its previous 25 plays.
Huge play.
I love just saying that stat over and over again.
Rob, huge play that didn't make it in my column. God, such a hard business.
All right.
Kenny Burson comes in with his super chat. Thank you, Kenny, again. My God, this fan base beats up this team no matter what. We got it together. We did what we needed to do, and we continue to jive and win. Celebrate the W's and let the L's work their way out.
You want it to look a certain way, a lot of people. And this isn't going to be what a lot of people want, but I totally agree. You got the W. And there's a lot to like in that thing. There's a lot to like.
It's just execute. People want execution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, clean.
Just clean, beautiful football.
And you have every right to be critical. Again, there was a stretch of that football game where Nebraska could not have looked worse offensively.
Oh, God.
And that's absolutely fair to criticize and be upset about that it got that bad. Mm-hmm. But I think as you do that, at the same time, you have to acknowledge that it got better. Whereas many years past in recent history, it did not get better.
Right. All right, let's move it through. Sipple's Mando stick. Mando presents Speed to Power.
Ode to Steven.
Ode to Steven. All right. New deodorant line coming soon.
Yeah.
Nate comes in. Thank you, Nate. Mike Dawes.
You're okay.
Oh, I stepped out in the landmine field, took a gamble there.
No, Mike. Hey, Mike's always with us, by the way.
You're okay with that.
Yeah. He's always with us.
It's amazing the last names that come in that all feel like a trap.
Whip through his questionnaire.
If we could get fourth quarter Nebraska from this game to play every quarter of the rest of the season, we would have a legit shot of winning every game here on out, even Penn State. How winnable does that game look now?
Oh, God. I mean,
more so.
Yeah, definitely more so.
Penn State's got some situations they got to figure out.
Well, yeah, and I go back to Nebraska's defensive line. Now, there was a part of me that in August would think about the Penn State game and say, oh, God, they're going to run for 400 yards. The way the defensive line hung in there today and what Nebraska has going, which we've talked about, all the things that they have going. Oh, Penn State, come on, man. We went into that Ohio State game last year thinking blowout. Ohio State going to blow them out. It was a close game. I think the Penn State game could be like that this year.
I'm reading the Penn State blue and white illustrated message board, and the first thread is head coach hot board.
Oh, boy. Who's on it? That's what I want to know. Who's on it?
I think you know.
Come on.
Let's see if they have any.
Give it to me, Sean. Give me the bad.
I'm on Team Joe Brady, and I'm selling my soul to bring Urban out of retirement.
Okay.
That was the first comment.
Joe Brady? What am I missing there?
Somebody said, Jerry, let's hire Jerry Neueisel.
Hey, Rob, Joe Brady? What am I missing?
Yeah, I don't know if that's the movie.
Joe Brady's not realistic.
No.
Yeah, there's no.
You couldn't sell Joe Brady to that fan base.
So there is a Matt Rule post picture on their board.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's more plausible that Franklin just leaves on his own.
Sean, you don't quit.
No, but gets another job and leaves. Like if Florida or something came open, like
okay, that makes sense.
Hell, maybe he'll take the UCLA job.
Yeah. No,
I mean, I'm just kidding.
Not his right. His agent wouldn't allow that. But yeah, Florida.
Maximo Castillo, thank you. CB comes in. Nebraska should be top 25 AP ranked since he dominated number 14 Iowa State. No way Iowa State should be ranked over Nebraska, and you can't rank Cincy higher either. Yeah, the pollsters just don't like Nebraska. They're tired of Nebraska people begging to be ranked, and then they rank Nebraska, and Nebraska falters.
Yeah, Akron, Houston Christian holds you back a little bit too.
The quality of the opponent.
Yeah. Well, I'm maybe giving some voters too much credit there.
But also the Michigan game. How many pollsters really watch the whole Michigan game other than they see it?
Sean, you're getting to the heart of why these polls don't really matter and why I don't spend much time on them. How many people of the pollsters watch Nebraska, Michigan? I'm going to say none.
So that all they'll see
unless they were covering the teams.
Unless they'll see a 3-point loss.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was a voter one time. That's how you do it. Oh, 3-point
loss.
Oh, they
lost by 3.
Yeah. I mean, how else do you do it? At 3 a.m. when you're on the road. Like, what, you think I'm going to go back and watch games?
Yeah. So
I think we built the sport on this, by the way.
I know. It's absurd. There's so much about college football that's just absurd.
We built the sport on people that didn't watch the games doing the rankings.
Exactly. Including coaches.
They won by 3 and they lost by 7.
Right.
I mean,
wait a minute. They won the head-to-head? Oh, God. What am I going to do? It's 3 a.m. I got to get on this flight. This team.
Ralph Russo won't care. Ralph Russo used to run the AP poll for years, right?
Oh, yeah. He did. And I'll tell you what is
Olson runs it now, right? Eric Olson.
I don't know who runs it, but you can drive yourself crazy sitting in a hotel room at 2 a.m. trying to figure out 21 through 25 and spending way too much time.
What should we do with Memphis?
Yeah. NC State. Yeah, I've seen a lot of NC State. I don't know who their head coach is.
In my best Bo Pelini, you'd be like, I don't give up.
Right.
Like, well, if Bo had to do his AP poll.
Oh, God.
Which
I bet he didn't do it.
I'm not going to, my theory is probably like Keith Mann or somebody
else
helps put one together and says, what do you think of this?
Well, I know Osborne. I've heard some stories like he'd have somebody help him.
Yeah, but Osborne famously ranked Georgia Tech over Colorado, which that decision allowed Georgia Tech to split the national title with Colorado.
I didn't know that.
Like anyway. It was a 1-point difference, and Osborne was the 1 point.
Yeah, college football is the theater of the absurd in a lot of ways.
That's why everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Zebra pants. We built the sport on this. You had some freaking.
What's the best mascot?
What's the best mascot in college football? I vote is the Demon Deacons.
Good one. Demon Deacons is a good one.
How about Ralphie? A live buffalo.
It's great. That's a great one, Sean. That's a great one.
Yeah, any live like predator, like there's like a tiger at LSU or something like that. That's pretty sweet.
Any live predator,
anything that like if it got loose could just cause havoc.
Is it Chief? What's the Florida State? Is it Chief Osceola?
Like that. Yeah, that is sweet. By the way, when he's out there on that horse on the middle of the field before the game,
and they're Florida State
he's
works
on a big white horse.
I think they work right with the tribal community there, so it's an honor to like the area of that part of Florida and the history.
Oh, hell yes! God, Sean, good job. Yeah,
they do a good job of because we've seen some things like that get taken away as mascots, and Florida State does a great job with how they. That's a sweet one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's a lot of history with Wazoo Revenge.
Okay.
Is UCLA now a tougher game? Sure, they're all tough. Because if Nico is on,
he was trouble today.
Mm-hmm.
When he gets out, it's just like Childs or Underwood, when he gets out of the pocket, he's trouble.
Yeah.
Well, Jerry Neuheisel calling the game clearly did a good job.
You're a big fan of Jerry Neuheisel, aren't you? Because Rick, you like Rick.
Yeah.
There's some nostalgia in that conversation.
Well, Rick's
Rick's
great.
a great dude, yeah. Great dude.
Jack. Sean, the O-line issues aren't mental. Don't bail out the coaches and players. All these guys are old, and most have been in the system for multiple years.
Gunner, yes.
Gunner's a third-year guy.
Yeah, Gunner's a third. Not really a veteran, but
Teddy's a fifth year.
yeah.
Corcoran's a sixth.
Mhm.
Latowski's a fifth.
Yeah. Evans.
Evans is a fourth.
Yeah.
Spindler's a sixth.
They're
or
old
fifth.
heads. Old heads. Pritchett's an old head. They're men. They're grown men. They're not kids.
Kodiak Bear, the offensive line was good. This is a playoff team.
If the offense.
Also Desmond Howard still sucks. What did he say today? Anyone know?
I don't know how Howard sucks though. I mean,
They've kind of like
that's the one.
Yeah,
I
doesn't
feel
matter
like
what
they've
he
kind of
said.
minimized him on the show.
Maybe a little.
I mean,
bit.
you got McAfee going off platform towers in his Speedo.
McAfee carries a lot of that. Howard did have a good
And Coach Saban.
Yeah, Howard had a good take a couple weeks ago when he was asked about Arch, and he just said he's not very good. And I thought that was a good take. Somebody had to say it. I mean, and Howard did go out on that limb.
Sips.
Barbados bidet.
Ooh, good God.
Oh God, yeah.
Hello.
Oh God.
Hello.
I provided my service to many visitors, but none quite like Sip. Good win.
I'm not sure what he means by
Well,
that.
because you had your Caribbean bidet.
Yeah, but why am I different than other people?
Well, because he's happy he helped you out, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 trips to Barbados. I love that. That's my favorite Caribbean island. It is. Way down to South America. You got one side is Caribbean waters and one side is Atlantic. I like the Atlantic side.
Adam comes in. Happy birthday, Eckler. The guy earned his annual salary in one afternoon. 3 solid coordinators make a world of difference. 10-2 could be on the table if this team keeps growing at this pace.
Hey, don't get ahead of yourself too much on that.
Yeah, they still need to figure out some things.
The line from 5-7 to like 9-3, though, there's not much.
No,
and today,
there's not.
Nebraska did do some of the little things that separate that line.
You win the coin flip games. That's what it takes.
By the way, Nebraska 0-5 in coin flips this year. Pre-game, they've not won a coin toss.
Yeah, today was the Fultz-Sadler coin. Give me Fultzy.
I mean, I'm not
Nick
going
Geary.
to go too far into that thing, what he's talking about. I just am heartened by what I saw on defense today. Heartened.
All right, let's keep it rolling. Joe, nice to see Oliver. Ooh, play well. Is that a
Yep.
Sorry, Jaden. Rosie 2. Thanks for getting my wife and I home to Kearney.
Wow.
Can we give you 2 credit for the punt return to the house? Number 2 credit. Really thought he finally had one. And look, it was a tough call, but it was a block in the back the block that Carter Nelson made prevented the guy from making that tackle. I mean, so I didn't like the call, but
What do you mean?
I mean, it's tough to see a call made like that, but it was the right call.
It was the right call.
Cam, I think Dana should call more play action, RPOs, and screens.
Okay.
And quick game with the tackle play being so bad. Love the show. My friend Lou told me about you guys years ago, and I've been watching since.
Wow, they try to get you in the
Late.
print now.
They're like, they wait till I get the second
It's
zip
like
line
a delayed
going.
blitz.
You let your guard down.
It's
You
like
get
a
that
delayed
second
blitz.
zip line going, and they're like, maybe you'll read this one.
Delayed blitz. Hey,
Safety.
yeah. Now wait a second on Dana. We can play amateur play call a little bit. Why not a little bit more play action? Because they don't run it well enough.
Yeah, I don't know if teams.
There's not much to play action.
I don't know if teams respect the run game enough to bite on it.
What else can you do though against? You gotta get it out faster.
Why don't they run more slants?
Good question.
If teams are putting that much pressure off the edge,
Choo.
just throw over the top of
Yeah.
it. I don't know. That's my amateur play calling suggestion.
I like the idea.
Quick hit slants. Everything's in the flat. Why go over the middle?
Mhm.
Get those receivers involved. Get Dane Key on a slant over the middle.
Got that big body against the corner.
Yeah, Hunter.
Hunter
That little
can do it.
tunnel screen.
Yeah.
That worked.
Yep.
You can do more of
They
that.
threw 3 tunnel screens today.
But like maybe just more traditional, like
Slants.
do
Just
like
simple
quick
slant.
rub routes and
Yeah.
stuff. Maybe toe the line of pick plays.
Dane, if you're listening, think about it.
Listen to the show. We got ideas.
But he talks about the simple plays lead to big plays, and we saw that in Isaiah Hunter.
There it was.
Simple play.
Yep. There it was. What? And I'm gonna tell you something now. There was a good block on that play, but man, Hunter made that happen.
There's a couple good blocks. Justin Evans destroyed that guy.
Oh, I told you though when we watched that open practice, that dude can get going fast, Hunter.
And
he lost his shoe.
Yeah, he did with one shoe.
He was running with one shoe.
Damn.
He talked after the game. He was like, "Where's my shoe?"
I think Rule went and grabbed the shoe. Maybe.
Yeah.
Did he pick it?
Somebody did.
All right, Nick Guthrie. I had to try, guys. Laughing out loud. Real shout out to Rex Guthrie. No relation. But my family claims him.
As you should.
Dylan also made comments 2 weeks ago at the podium about fans booing for the after the Michigan game.
Dylan, easy now, Dylan.
No.
Come on, big horse.
If you want to be the dude, you can't be that sensitive. Like, they're not booing you; they're booing 4th and 42.
Yeah, and Dylan.
4th and 42.
I break.
And Dylan probably be sensitive to his teammates too. You know, he probably doesn't like to hear that, but
nature of the beast, my friend.
Yeah.
Would you love to be in the headset at 4th and 42? What they were saying?
Oh God, I don't. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to be in the headsets a lot. I guarantee it's interesting, real interesting. I've heard stories. It gets really interesting.
Not
about this staff, but other staff.
I'm sure only so many people are allowed to talk to Rule, though. I can't imagine
oh yeah, it'd be chaos.
Alex Fall joining late, but seems like things that used to plague Nebraska at Michigan State: over-reliance on the QB run, poor special teams outcome, bad timing on penalties.
Yep.
Interesting to see the difference.
Yep.
He's right.
Yep.
You know,
good point, Alex.
Losing Nebraska teams would have to live on that QB run.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's all they had.
And then all of a sudden, Nebraska stayed back and said, "No, we're not going to let you cheapen your way out of here with a run."
Mm-hmm. They had some bad penalties too, and special teams they lost.
We got a user from Japan.
Hello.
Who comes in? I don't know how much money that is, but it looks like a lot.
1,000 yen.
The 5 a.m. kickoff was brutal out here in Japan. They found a way to win. Didn't find a new way to lose. 4-1. Love the show. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
And I can't imagine what it was like in Japan tonight with the Dodgers playing, because you had Shohei Ohtani on the mound pitching.
Yep.
Game 1 of the NLDS. The Dodgers won 5-3.
Japan's MLB team.
Yep.
Roki Sasaki got the save.
Konnichiwa.
308 Husker. How have you seen the fan base change in the last 5 years?
I haven't seen a big change.
They really haven't changed in 40 years. I mean, this is a fan base that tried to move out Bob Devaney at one point. This is a fan base that tried to fire Tom Osborne at one point.
Yeah, I'm thinking more positively right now. I mean, incredibly loyal fans.
But there's always been like an emotion to it with the fans.
Sure,
here.
and that's a lot of places. I mean, but Nebraska's loyalty is a little different than most places. This is loyal, and they know it. They know what good football is. So let them dissect this. Let them ruminate. It's fine. That's what we're going to do all week. I just want to make sure we emphasize the positive.
It's an identity to the state, though. It's a way to show the country that our state of under 2 million people does things better than you guys do.
Yeah.
And that's Nebraska football. Like, when you have a small populated state and you can beat California's football teams and Texas's football teams, there's a lot of pride in that.
Oh, yeah. And by and large, there's plenty to find in this game that you should be proud of.
Like, the state of Michigan is far bigger than the state of Nebraska, and you beat their football team today. I mean, one of them. You lost to the one the week before, but
they have a bunch of football teams in Michigan, but whatever.
Well, they're two Power Fours.
Yeah. And it's Central Michigan and Western Michigan and Eastern Michigan.
Munson's kid works for Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
Kodiak Bear. Hey, Sean, go Dodgers. 1-0. Yes, 5-3 win.
5-3. Did who's that? Who started on the mound?
Shohei Ohtani.
He started.
Went 6 innings.
Okay. God, what a dude.
Wazoo revenge. Would Matt Rule leave for Penn State?
I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about it. So we're gonna have to start thinking about it. You know what? We're gonna have to start.
Matt Rule has never had a head coach job longer than 3 seasons. He was at Temple for more than 3 years.
And this is like nothing new. We've had this conversation for a while now. I mean, the fact that like things were getting a little dicey with Franklin and Matt Rule's affinity with Penn State and his relationship with the athletic director,
Pat Kraft.
Yeah, like there's a lot of connections there that made this a talking point for a while now. And if he continues to win here and Penn State continues to struggle, that is naturally going to become a conversation.
Hold on, Rob. I'm thinking a little bit more immediate right now. I mean,
like mid-season.
They just lost at UCLA. I mean,
they were the semifinals last year.
I know, but we've seen it switch so fast at places. It changes quickly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's a little scary what's going on right now.
If it happens, it happens. You know.
Rob,
what?
It's a little bit more than
it's
that.
Not like they're losing Tom Osborne.
No, but
been here for 3 years.
Start over again.
One winning season. Let's like put it in context here.
I know,
like,
but you got to start
if he leaves,
over.
if he doesn't want to be here, then go find somebody that wants to be here.
Oh, like, he wants. I mean, he's
that's what I'm saying.
invested.
So,
in
like,
the
if
community.
it comes to that point, we'll cross that bridge. But in the meantime, I'm not going to sit there and like let it ruin my day that he might.
I'm not
going to
let it ruin my day, but I'm not going to write it off. Like,
yeah, sure, I get it.
And starting over is not appealing. I mean, he's got something. It looks like he's got.
Well, you got a guy on staff that's been a head coach.
Yeah, probably take him with him. I mean, Rule doesn't have a wide net. He doesn't have a wide net. No, I think you're starting all over. Well, let's not do this.
Oh, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I know. Why are we having this conversation?
Well, here's why. Because they just lost to UCLA, and it's a freak show. You just read their message board. They have a hot board. That's why we're doing it. There's a damn hot board.
And Matt Rule's name is going to be
right.
on it.
All right, let's move it on. Chang comes in, spending tons of money on the O-line to get an O-line player who false start machine. Well played, Coach Rule. I still miss the old Nebraska identity, run and physical. So it's not different era. Different era. Randy, a miss positive. We're not talking about the long snapper this year.
Yep.
I haven't said his name once since the season started.
That is a positive.
That was so bad.
I mean, that operation's fine.
Kevin Gaelic.
Shout out. Go Big Red forever. With Barney, haven't been this excited about punt return since DPE.
Yep. Yeah.
And then
a lot of references to the things he's doing right now go back to DPE. The last time Nebraska did this, DPE.
He's got ways to go to get to DPE, though.
And we've got Mike with our last super chat, and I'm not going to say it, but he's probably had a few few zip lines.
Jeez.
Not even hiding it.
Wow.
Is Maryland's run game good? We'll be in trouble.
I don't think it's great.
I'd compare it to Michigan State.
Okay.
They got an athletic quarterback. He's a freshman, but really good athlete. I don't know if
he's not as good as athlete as this guy.
No.
He's a better passer. Though.
He's more like Underwood, just not as big. And probably not as talented.
I've seen him. He snaps it off really well, but he's not. I don't think he's a great runner.
He's good.
Is he? Can he get up the field?
Yeah, but Nebraska's seen better.
Yeah.
Well, guys, good show.
We did it.
Wow, crazy.
I still haven't seen the PFF grades, Robin, by the way. They have not posted yet, if you're wondering.
What a day, man. What a day that was. Holy God.
Whew.
Well,
there's a lot of roller coaster.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in Maryland next week.
What are you doing the rest of the week?
Yeah. I'll see you Saturday.
I got a soccer practice tomorrow and a game Monday.
Okay. Does that preclude you from doing other shows during the week?
We'll be working all week, but our post-game live show will hit the road to Maryland.
We're hitting the road
first. Well, no, not first.
Kind of.
Arrowhead wasn't really like a road
I don't
game.
even associate that as a road game.
It was louder in Arrowhead than Memorial Stadium for home crowd noise.
Pretty close.
What a trip that was. Anyway.
All right. Well, for Steve Sipple, Robin Watson, I'm Sean Callahan. Thanks again to Zipline, our official beverage sponsor of Postgame Live. We'll be back this week with Tuesday and Thursday shows. Then obviously Postgame Live from Maryland on Saturday. Until then, thanks for joining us.